From minifigure accessories like Tom Riddle's diary and Salazar Slytherin's locket, to functional secrets like flue powder in the chimney of the Weasley's burrow set, these are 27 small details you missed in LEGO Harry Potter. The Hogwarts icon set came out in 2021 to celebrate 20 years of LEGO Harry Potter, and it's absolutely packed with references. One of the coolest ones is on the label on the bottle of gillyweed, which has the number 4701 on it. Now, if you know your LEGO Harry Potter history, you know that 4701 is the set number for the Sorting Hat, which was the first LEGO Harry Potter set ever released back in 2001. So LEGO put this reference on a potion bottle as a 20-year anniversary tribute to where it all started. But the gillyweed bottle isn't the only one with a reference. There's another bottle called Wormwood Infusion, and on the back it says P349. But here's the thing. This was supposed to say P394 to reference what Snape said to his potions class in The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Turn to page 394.
But the designers accidentally switched the numbers around during production, and nobody caught it before the set was made. So now P349 is just sitting there on the bottle with no official meaning. The designers have been crowdsourcing ideas from fans to give P349 a new backstory, which is a pretty funny way to fix the mistake. Speaking of Snape and potions, the Hogwarts icon set also has a bottle of powdered root of asphodel, and this is referencing Snape's very first question to Harry in the Sorcerer's Stone.
Tell me, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood?
Harry has absolutely no idea what the answer is, and Snape uses this to embarrass him in front of the entire class. So LEGO including both asphodel and wormwood in this set is such a perfect callback to that moment. There's also a tray in this set that holds all of the potion bottles, and it has HG printed on the side. This stands for Hermione Granger, and it's a reference to her potions box from the Chamber of Secrets. In the movie, Hermione brews Polyjuice potion in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom, so she, Harry, and Ron can transform into Slytherin students and interrogate Malfoy. She keeps all of her potions ingredients organized in a little box, because of course she does. So LEGO gave this tray the HG initials as a tribute to Hermione being the true potions expert of the trio, and they also put it on the bottle of Polyjuice potion. One more potions reference in this set is that the Felix Felicis bottle glows in the dark. Felix Felicis is also known as Liquid Luck, and it's one of the rarest and most powerful potions in the wizarding world. Harry wins a bottle of it in the Half-Blood Prince after successfully brewing a perfect draught of living death using instructions from the Half-Blood Prince's textbook. In the movie, the potion shimmers in the light, but it doesn't actually glow. But LEGO decided to make it glow in the dark anyway, which is a fun detail, even if it's not technically accurate to the films. But there's still one more Easter egg in the Hogwarts icon set, but it's a bit different. Inside some of the potion bottles, there are red and green cones that might be representing the Portuguese flag. Designer Marcos Bessa is Portuguese, and he's known for sneaking Portugal references into his sets whenever he can. But probably the most unique thing about the Hogwarts icon set is the Buildable Harry Potter glasses. They're made with Technic pieces, and they're actually wearable. Now, don't get me wrong, they're super flimsy and completely impractical, and they'll probably fall apart if you try to wear them for more than a few seconds. But you can put them on your face and pretend to be Harry Potter, which is pretty funny. Anyways, let's move on to the Gringotts Bank set. One of the deepest vaults in this set is Vault 713, and if you know the Sorcerer's Stone, you know this is where the stone was originally hidden before Dumbledore moved it to Hogwarts. So LEGO couldn't have made this set without including this vault. There's also a sticker in the Gringotts set that shows the Ukrainian Iron Belly's feeding schedule, which is a very specific reference to how Gringotts operates. In the books and movies, Gringotts keeps a massive dragon in the deepest parts of the vaults to guard the most valuable treasure. The feeding schedule sticker references this by showing when and how often the dragon gets fed, which is a detail that only appears in the books. So LEGO including this shows they were paying attention to more than just the movies. Speaking of the vaults, there's a pearl gold goblet in one of them, and this is Hufflepuff's cup. Now, obviously, it's just a regular LEGO goblet piece, but in the context of Gringotts, it's instantly recognizable as one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. Bellatrix Lestrange hid it in her family vault at Gringotts, thinking it would be safe there forever. But in the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry, Ron, and Hermione break into Gringotts to steal the cup so they can destroy it. So having Hufflepuff's cup hidden in this set is a great nod to one of the most important objects in the final movies. The Gringotts set also comes with an exclusive Harry minifigure, and he's wearing Dudley's old old hand-me-down clothes. The minifigure has an oversized belt that's clearly too big for him, and it's keeping up his baggy pants that don't fit properly. This is new robes. At this point in the story, Harry's still living with the Dursleys, and they make him wear Dudley's old clothes even though Dudley is way bigger than him. So Harry shows up to Diagon Alley looking like a weird kid with no drip. But now let's talk about the burrow set. In Arthur Weasley's bedroom, there's a miniature red telephone box sitting on a shelf, and this is referencing the entrance to the Ministry of Magic. In the Order of the Phoenix, the Ministry's visitor entrance is a red telephone box in London. You have to dial 62442, which spells magic, and then the phone box descends underground into the Ministry. But this telephone box in Arthur's room might also be referencing his obsession with Muggle artifacts. Arthur works in the Misuse of Muggle Artifacts office, and he's fascinated by anything Muggle made. He collects plugs, batteries, and other random Muggle technology that wizards don't understand. So the telephone box works both as a Ministry reference and a character detail for Arthur. The burrow also has a functional Flue Network fireplace, which is one of the coolest play features in any LEGO Harry Potter set. It's most famously used in the Chamber of Secrets, when the Weasleys and Harry use it to get to Diagon Alley. But Harry says the wrong word.
Diagonally.
And ends up in the wrong part of town. Obviously, LEGO can't make it so a minifigure actually disappears. So instead, they just have the piece that represents the Flue powder fly up into the chimney with the minifigure on top of it. That way, the powder flies up like it's supposed to, and the minifigure looks like it disappeared. But now, let's jump into the Chamber of Secrets set, because this one has some sick details. It came out in 2021 for the 20th anniversary of LEGO Harry Potter, and it comes with an exclusive golden Voldemort minifigure. It's the only set where you can get this minifigure, but it actually isn't that expensive. Obviously, Voldemort was never golden in the movies, but LEGO has a tradition of making golden anniversary minifigures for special milestone sets. So if you're a collector, this is basically a must-have because it's literally never coming back. The Chamber of Secrets set also has a glow-in-the-dark, nearly headless Nick minifigure, and this was a huge deal when it came out. The minifigure has luminescent properties, so when you turn off the lights, Nick actually glows in the dark. This was the first fully glow-in-the-dark minifigure in the entire Harry Potter theme, which honestly should have happened way earlier. Ghosts are such a huge part of Hogwarts, and making them glow just makes sense. The set also has 6 random wizard cards, and there are 16 total cards to collect across different sets in the Harry Potter theme. These are referencing the chocolate frog cards from the movies, which are collectible trading cards featuring famous witches and frog on the Hogwarts Express, and the card inside is Dumbledore. But as we heard from Ron, he is a But of course, the main feature of the Chamber of Secrets set is the basilisk. It's a massive 3-part snake with opening jaws, a rotatable head, and a reconfigurable tail. The basilisk emerges from the statue of Salazar Slytherin's mouth, just like in the movie, and it's one of the most impressive builds in the entire Harry Potter theme. In the story, the basilisk is a giant serpent that's been living in the chamber for 1,000 years, killing Muggleborns on command. Harry has to destroy it using Gryffindor's sword, which actually comes in the set as an accessory. But that's not the only accessory in this set. The big reveal after Harry killed the basilisk was that Tom Riddle was still living through his diary. We didn't know it at the time, but this was one of Voldemort's 7 Horcruxes. So to kill that version of him, Harry stabbed the diary with a fang from the basilisk, and LEGO used the destroyed version as an accessory. But now let's talk about the Hogwarts Express set, because it recreates scenes from multiple different movies all in one train. You've got Harry, Ron, and Hermione's first meeting from the Sorcerer's Stone, where they're all sitting in the same train compartment and becoming friends. You've got Professor Lupin fighting off the Dementor from the Prisoner of Azkaban, where Harry faints and Lupin saves everyone with a Patronus charm. But best of all, you can find Neville's toad that Hermione was looking for in the back of the train. The set comes with 20 minifigures to recreate all of these iconic moments. But speaking of minifigures, the very first LEGO Harry Potter sets in 2001 actually introduced a new piece that changed LEGO forever. Before Harry Potter, all LEGO minifigures had the same standard-sized legs, but LEGO needed shorter legs for younger characters like Harry, Ron, and Hermione, since they were only 11 years old in the first book. So to help portray them accurately, they made the first ever minifigure legs specifically for the Harry Potter theme. These shorter legs became standard for child characters in every LEGO theme after that. So Harry Potter didn't just launch a successful LEGO theme, it actually changed how LEGO made minifigures. But now let's talk about the Hogsmeade Village set, which has a Dumbledore's Army signature list, with each character's name written in a way that reflects reflects their personality. Harry's signature is casual because he doesn't like attention, Ron's is a bit messy and casual, Hermione's is neat, organized, and perfectly legible, George's is surprisingly clean, and Fred's is a literal signature, probably because he wanted to seem better than George. LEGO actually put thought into how each character would sign their name based on their personality traits, which is such a small but perfect detail that most people never notice. There's also a tiny typewriter and quill hidden in an alcove in the Hogsmeade pub. This is a reference to Rita Skeeter's expose interview in the Order of the Phoenix. Rita is a journalist who writes terrible lies about Harry for the Daily Prophet, but Hermione discovers she's an unregistered animagus, so she blackmails her into writing a true article about Harry for the Quibbler, and the interview takes place in Hogsmeade. The Hogsmeade set also has Ariana Dumbledore's portrait as a sticker, and the portrait actually opens to reveal a secret passage to Hogwarts. Ariana is Albus Dumbledore's younger sister, who died tragically when she was young. In the Deathly Hallows Part 2, her portrait hangs in the Room of Requirement, and Neville uses it as a secret passage to sneak in and out of Hogwarts while it's under the control of Death Eaters and Dementors. This is the first time Ariana has appeared in LEGO form, even though she's just a sticker. But the fact that the portrait functions as an actual door makes it super sick. Now let's talk about 12 Grimmauld Place, which, if you don't remember, is a house that belongs to the Black family. On the top floor, there are severed house elf heads displayed under glass domes. This is one of the darkest and most disturbing details in any LEGO set, but it's completely accurate to the books. The Black family has a tradition of beheading their old house elves when they get too weak to work, and then mounting their heads on the wall as decorations. It shows just how cruel and evil the pureblood supremacist families can be. There's also Salazar Slytherin's locket hidden above Regulus Black's bedroom window. The set actually has 2 locket tiles, one for the real Horcrux and one for the fake one that Regulus left behind. In the story, Regulus discovers that Voldemort made a Horcrux and hid it in a cave, so he stole it and replaced it with a fake one and left a note that said,
"To the Dark Lord. I know I will be dead long before you read this, but I want you to know that it was I who discovered your secret. I have stolen the real Horcrux and intend to destroy it as soon as I can. I face death in the hope that when you meet your match, you will be mortal once more."
It's one of the most heroic moments in the entire series, and Regulus dies trying to destroy the Horcrux, so having both lockets in this set is a perfect tribute to his sacrifice. But now, let's talk about the massive Hogwarts Castle set, one of the best sets in all of LEGO Harry Potter. Hidden at the bottom of the set is a secret Devil's Snare chamber, and the designers specifically called it a bonus Easter egg for builders to discover on their own. The set also has every other challenge too. If you follow the path, you'll find the Flying Keys version of Voldemort. There's also a miniature vanishing cabinet tucked away in the Room of Requirement. The room is already packed with tons of random objects, so the vanishing cabinet just blends in with everything else, but it's into Hogwarts. But what was your favorite small detail in this video? Be sure to let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.